This video is for all the victims of COVID-19 or Corona, organized stalking, community stalking, community watch lists, community watch groups. This video is for them. So there's this secret language. Everyone is not aware of this language. I was not aware of this language. There are plenty of people who are not aware of this language because the language is really hand gestures or just human body gestures that are ways to communicate. And this is done to covertly harass an individual. So the key things that you need to watch out for, that I want you to be aware of. It's going to be covert, so they're going to try and do it in a way that you will not notice. These signs will look normal, but these signs are not normal. So after I tell you about this, pay attention, because it's most likely, every time that I've noticed it a lot, that it will occur, there's nothing you can do about it occurring, is if I'm out eating, right? Sitting somewhere, or if I'm purchasing something in a store right as I purchase it. Okay? Now I'm going to explain these things as I go somewhere and I do a dealing with someone in the business. I go through this. The symbols, the gestures that you will notice are things like this. They'll act like they got something in their eye. They'll do something like this. And they'll do it on the right side or the left side. They'll do that. They'll do stuff like this. Pay attention. They're doing this the whole time because they got to get someone to notice them at the cash register or whoever you're looking at. 9 times out of 10, they're behind you. Pay attention. Right as you purchase them, they're behind you or right on side you doing this. Like, no way your face itches that much, right? They're signaling. They're communicating to one another. I don't know if it's a race thing, but I have noticed that a lot of people who are involved are not African American. I don't know if it's designed to look that way because I'm African American, but beware African American. The people participating, a lot of them they have visas, so like Africans or like Middle Easterns or Mexicans, because we're in Texas, where I'm at, right? If not that, then it would just be straight up white people, but those are not African Americans. So like I said, I don't know if it's a war on African Americans. African Americans, beware during these times. I noticed it first in 2020, but I know for a fact that it was very difficult for me in an urban area since I had got there in 2017. At first I thought I was just having bad luck until one day, after battling for about 2 years going on 3, I stumbled upon a piece of information to let me know that I wasn't having such bad luck. These people who are doing this are very, 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 very sneaky. So again, watch out for those signs. What it has to do with, you have to watch my other videos, but this is just about the communication and how they communicate to one another and what they do to communicate to one another and speak to one another. But I want you to be able to know when they're talking. If everybody know their language, like everybody knows when we speak because they hear our voice, then it won't be so secret what they're doing. So we need to expose the hand gestures. We need to expose the language. You understand? What they're doing, very simple stuff, but it's just not taught to the public, so the public is easily susceptible to what is going on right now. It's something with looking at the back of your head. I've caught several people staring at the back of my head during transactions or doing just certain business with people, just staring blatantly at the back of my head. I've had people try to hold my conversation in public places, right? And when they're trying real hard not to let me walk off. I'm thinking they're not trying to let me walk off. But when I turn around, there's somebody staring at the back of my head. Again, there's something with the back of the head there. Watch your back.